Hello, and welcome back to the Wormer. Today we are in my 40-gallon worm bin to give them their 29th feeding. I'm not sure if you can see the massive amount of flying insects that jumped out of there, but oh my gosh. Just so sick of seeing flying insects. We have a ton of paper in here. I really loaded up on the bedding material because they were really chewing through it, but they really slowed down because I assume that it's too dry for them to work on. So we're gonna dig a nice little trough in here for them to have a nice good feeding, and then I think we're putting these guys on a foraging system because they're slowed down a little on the bedding material. They really went through the pet bedding, but they're really not digging through this stuff all that fast. So yeah, we're gonna get a feeding in here that's gonna entice them up there, and then we're gonna keep the water mister system going good because this bin could use some moisture. Really dry. So let's get on with the feeding. We have a decent amount of green beans for them, and this is all thawing stuff, not completely thawed but not frozen. So not putting it directly on the wormies, putting it off to the side. They're gonna get a big feeding. As you guys know, I can give them big feedings. And there's a ton of worms in here, so I'm not worried about the bin not having enough, there's plenty of worms in there to take care of this whole feeding. I'm going to be giving them a whole apple. I didn't cut it. It's squishy. And I got some green stuff for zucchini. So this stuff's a little bit more on the frozen side, so I'm going to keep that over there. Because there's a wormy over there. The peas and the bread I'm going to save for the next feeding. And so that's going to conclude the food portion of our feeding. So let me move on with the little worm chow in their feeding zone. Where that get that up so that it's closed. And I will give them the end of the eggshell that I got here to be used as grit in the feeding zone. And I got some coffee for these guys. Where do I got some coffee? Our rake to cover the feeding zone with some of the paper that's already in here. Just like that, we uncover a banana peel that the wormies are working on, so we will recover that. And that is going to be the conclusion of the feeding of my 40-gallon worm bin. Thank you all so much for coming in and visit the Wormery. Please, if you got a free moment, hit that comment button. Leave a comment, good, bad, and different. I love hearing from my viewers. Hey y'all, thank you so much for coming back. I know it's been a week or two since our last feeding, maybe 3, but we got busy with the maple syrup. now that I think the trees have slowed down a little bit, we'll be back to the normal stuff that happens in the greenhouse, other than the worm bin feedings, the compost tea. Ooh, look at that head. That is some head. Problem is, we're at 60 degrees, so I gotta get that stuff. It's been in here for 36 hours brewing. We're gonna get that inside our pots by way of pump and PEX tubing. We'll get all the ones in the back that I can't get to, and all the ones that I can get to, we will have fun squirting the water 5 feet. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for coming to visit my feeding of the wormery. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.